I am on Felix now that unfortunately Lisa had to go home to Germany. So Gabby will take over the ride on him, but she has just come back from America yesterday. So she's having a couple more days off. So I thought I'd just hop on him and see where he's at. I've been away for 2 weeks and Lisa was just lunging him. So he really hasn't had much work. And I know just before I left, he was turning into rather a southern teenager and spooking at things and deciding he wasn't going to go to places. And Lisa did an amazing job. But, you know, horses will get away with what they can get away with, and I just want to make sure that he knows the rules, that, you know, he has to do what the rider wants, not what he wants to do. I was also speaking to Georgia and she said he's been galloping around his paddock every day and rearing in the stable and full of himself. So he's not on a lot of feed, but they do get half a scoop of a grain mix, which is all the cool grains, so it's barley, oats and corn, and that's because normally I ride Friesians that need barley, oats and corn. So we said, okay, we'll take him completely off the grain mix and just put him on like an all-rounder pellet, which won't have as much energy in it. So we'll see how that goes. But I didn't, oops, okay. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate on what I want to say next, and then he pulled my focus. So things like that, he just has to learn. So I've got my inside leg on, my outside rein, and he's not allowed to do that. Good boy, good boy, good boy. So I think with Lisa he got away a little bit more, and he's just got to learn, no. And you do need to be quick because he's very quick, and I do know he can go up. So all of that knowledge is with me as well. And you'll notice, because I did have a quick ride on him yesterday, and I had to go into sitting trot. You'll notice at times when he's naughty, I'll go into sitting trot, purely from a defense mechanism. You can't get me off if my arse is connected to your back, and I find it a lot easier to really lean back. So if a horse has a tendency, like he does, to chuck on the brakes and go up, I'm going to be a lot safer in sitting trot than rising trot, because I have a shit rising trot and I lean forward. Good boy. So he's all gotta go. And because he's quite angry and because he's quite hot, because he's being quite naughty, I'm totally backing off from that leg yield exercise. He knows what inside leg is now. When I put it on, he does move off it. So that's the purpose of teaching it to him at that age anyway. And you'll notice I'm going to ride him very short in the neck, purely because I need to get him obeying. I need to get his legs going where I want his legs to go. And if I have a long contact and he's not connected to that contact, I have no control of him. So he will go where he wants to go and things will get bad. So we're just taking basically a big step backwards in his training and going, let's just control his legs. I don't want his legs to gallop off. I don't want his legs to shy. I don't want his legs to fall in. And I don't really care where his head is. And you'll notice at the end anyway, I get my head out. But just at the start, I'm after complete obedience. And that's just a safety thing from my point of view. I like to stay on my horses. All right, so now we're going to the trot. And he wants to control the play. He wanted to gallop forward, so I'm going to keep him slow. And like I said, I don't care where his head is, and if he pulls on me, I'm going to pull harder on him. This is like my safety circle down here. And then you'll notice when I go back out there, I might go into sitting trot, depending on how he feels. So he just gives you this feeling that he's going to want to kill you, which young horses can do. And I've got time. I can sit on this circle for 5 hours. And he has to know that I don't give in, I don't change, I don't get involved in his story. I do my thing. Good boy. And all that snorting is him trying to figure out if he should really go for it. And then should he really, and that whole cantering is him going, okay, I want to start making decisions. I don't know if I want to do what Natasha wants. I will just sit here. I'm going to go sitting trot because I just want to make it even harder for him. So fine, you got energy? Carry me then. Carry me then. And he feels good. To me, it's almost like we've done well with the training. So he's gotten stronger and he's just using that newfound balance and strength to kind of get us off. Not that he's got anyone off, but to play rather than to just be really submissive. So right now I'm just working on submission. That's where I feel his flaw is. Don't care about contact. Got rhythm in my head, but it's really just control. And he can throw his head, and he can try and canter, and he can use all his energy. I don't care. Like I said, I'm happy to sit here for 5 hours. He's the one who's got to do all the work. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. I'm ready in case he tries something, which he's thinking about. Inside legs on, outside joints on. The biggest thing is to know that it won't last. These temper tantrums, this is where most people go, oh, my horse is crazy. My nice horse turned crazy. What's the matter with it? It's a teenager. That's what happened with it. He'll grow out of it. You don't even have to wait years like a teenager. Like I said, it is hard work for him to carry my weight in sitting trot around and around and around. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. This side feels a lot better than the other side, even though it's spookier on this side. Like I said, please don't look at anything else. Like, you can look at it, but don't think, is that the correct way we should ride the horse? Trotting, 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 past this. That's right, that's right. Is it the correct way to ride him so short and so slow? No, but this is the horse that's underneath me right at this moment. So I can only ride the horse how it presents. And it's not clever of me or safe for me to ride him differently right now. There he's trying to bolt through the outside shoulder, and then he tries to spook at this, inside leg, outside rein. Good boy. Good boy. Can't scream at your friends. Can't do anything. You just got to do what I tell you to do. And you're a gelding, you can cope with that. Good, outside rein because he bulges. Now I know his nose is on his chest, but rather his nose on his chest and him being in control than anything else. Like I said, I'm training submission. I'm training that his legs go where I want them to go. Down the long side. And he wants to run off. He wants to go and make decisions. There he wanted to shy in, and I'm just keeping him 2 hands, 2 legs. You go in between where I want you to go. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. He's already feeling so much better. So I'm going to do a couple of circles here And then I'm going to go back into rising trot and get him more out the neck. Got to watch him here. Sometimes he likes to play funny buggers, inside leg, outside drain, inside leg, outside drain. But because I've got him between two hands, two legs, can't do anything. Good boy. Good boy. Two hands, two legs, outside drain, inside leg, keep his head bent to the inside so he can't shy, keep his legs trotting. Good, I'll do that one more time. I just have so much clarity on how we're going to go past things. It's not up to him. If I left him alone, I'm not going to do it because I really don't want to teach him that, but I know if I left him alone, he would halt and spin off. And it's still not perfect because we don't really want that head, you know, and him trying to take off. You can see those hind legs are spinning around, which at the moment I can't control. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. And he responds to the praise. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. You know, he's not an evil horse. He just needs to know where the boundaries are and what the rules are. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Don't run away from mummy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Fine.